a packed launch meeting, Mayor and parliamentary candidate Eric Pollard whipped his supporters into an eco-frenzy. You must start answering your phone, Eric. You are public property now. You need to be accessible.
Rodney, I'll call him back.
At least the photographer got your good side, though you are fighting for attention with Glynis's cleavage.
Yes. Quite inviting, isn't it?
Ghastly she may be, but you have to hand it to her. She works the press like a dream.
Morning.
Hi.
Morning.
She's certainly persistent.
Better get the girls whipped into shape. Answer it, Eric. Could be the press.
Morning.
She had such a dirty laugh. Didn't know Bert could tell jokes like that and get away with it. Never understood what you saw in older women till last night. Oh, and she looked gorgeous. You wouldn't think she had a couple of kids, would you? Hey, she could drink me under the table.
I'm glad to see our financial crisis hasn't put you off your stride.
Whoa, chill, Mac. We only went out for a drink.
Chill? Chill? Wish I could flame it for to chill.
Look, this time tomorrow morning, the cheque's going to be in the bank. So stop stressing.
Target in sights. Clear. Let's go.
And there you have it, ladies, the power of the press.
Hey, last time I saw a smile like that, we were at round a crocodile amber.
You just can't buy this sort of publicity.
Don't you think it's a bit low court, eh? For a political dude.
Glynis is one of Eric's biggest supporters. Good morning, Glynis. Yes, we're just looking at it now. You want a word with Eric? How did I guess? Hold on. Humour her.
Morning. Yeah, yes. Marvellous. I thought I made myself perfectly clear last night. No. Well, if you put it like that. I'll see you later, then.
Yeah, but you're a bit nervous, you know, posing naked.
I'll need some moral support beforehand, in the shape of a large gin and tonic.
As is for charity, I'm prepared to cater on the day, so long as I get to serve in person.
Marlon!
Don't even think about it. Ladies only or market staying on.
Well, offer's still open if you change your mind. Well, best get the roast on.
Morning. Mr. Dingle, isn't it? So, you've moved your culinary talents to this establishment.
What if I have?
I was looking for a Diane Blackstock.
How can I help?
Environmental health. I'll need to inspect your food preparation area. There's been a complaint.
No alarm. No window locks. Nothing. Some people are just begging to be burgled.
We're not burgling.
No, we're just after a bit of security so we can gently persuade Mr. Dingle to pay off his debts, eh? Can you get through there?
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a squeeze, won't you?
Yeah, we'll keep it, keep it clean. Get in, get out sharpish, OK?
You just turned up. I was just on my way to phone the police.
What's the problem?
Oh, sorry, typical me. Used to drive my mother at the wall. She was exactly the same. Could never get to the point either.
You were going to say?
Those builders, Laurel and Hardy, they're breaking into Marlon and Trisha's.
Well, are you sure they're not just doing a job?
Well, funny job if they've got to climb through the back window to get in.
Right, well, how about go and take a look?
Thought it were best leaving it to the professionals, so to speak. Last time I did a citizen's arrest, I was the one who ended up in the cells.
I'd better go.
How was I to know she was a store detective?
You are late.
But so worth waiting for.
Your place or mine?
Hurry up, mate.
Someone catches us like this, it's going to look well dodgy. Oh, it's the coppers! Quick! Come on! Oh, you flipping donut! Hiya, gorgeous.
Gentlemen, would you care to explain exactly what you're doing?
I feel a right prat. If anyone from school's going, I'm not doing it.
Oh, but it's good for your career. First live show.
Tea and a salad. Hold the dressing, Viv.
Modelling wedding dresses at Connaughton Wedding Fair is hardly London Fashion Week, is it, Mum?
Oh, don't talk to me about weddings. I'm up to here with our Tricia. 1 minute it's strapless, next it's neck. Absolute nightmare.
Well, my Donna's agent's just phoned. He's offered us some catwalk work, first time.
Oh, we'll be needing some familiar faces to wave you on. Book me and Tricia in. We'll have ourselves a good evening.
You sounded so grim on the phone. Is Gloria being demanding again, darling?
Now, I thought I made myself clear last night. This has to stop.
Then I'm making myself clear too.
Glynis, I'm being serious. Our liaison, wonderful and fulfilling as it has been, has to end.
One photograph in the newspaper and you think you can cast me aside. I made you, Eric. You'd be nothing without me.
I don't dispute that, but this constant deception is weighing heavy on my conscience.
Well, if I remember, your conscience didn't impede your performance the other night.
Well, that's as may be, but circumstances forced me to take action. I'm sorry, Glynis. I don't mean to hurt you.
And that's your final decision? It'd be a terrible shame if I was forced to reveal your extramarital activities to the fragrant Gloria. Poor girl, she'd be heartbroken, of course. And Jeff simply chomping at the bit for that exclusive interview. Well, I'll do what I can to hold him off. But if the press get a mere whiff of scandal, I don't need to spell it out, do I?
Marlon's very conscientious.
It's all kept separate in the fridge. I bend over backwards to prevent cross-contamination.
Gladdens my heart to see you finally learnt the basics of food hygiene, Mr. Dingle. A significant improvement from our last encounter.
He came to inspect me at the restaurant. I was having a bad day.
Remind me exactly, why did you cease trading?
Well, it wasn't because of a sudden outbreak of E. coli. That's what you're getting at.
So what's the verdict?
Wish all the premises I inspected were so scrupulously clean.
So we've passed?
As far as I'm concerned, unless, of course, the complainants develop a notifiable disease.
Sorry, complainants? As in more than one?
Whatever's wrong with them, they haven't got it here.
They're adamant all they ate in 24 hours was 1 chicken and ham pie and chips, 1 fillet steak with extra mushrooms from this kitchen.
And sorry, these complaints were made when?
2 calls to the office this morning. As far as I'm concerned, the matter's closed. Thank you, Mrs. Blackstock. Keep up the good work.
Best throw that chicken pie away, Marlon. Thought it smelled a bit funny.
How low can you go? I'm going to murder that jumped-up excuse for a builder.
Mac!
Got it in one. That was their order last night, the one they scoffed down before whinging about being poisoned.
Hold on. Quick, we're being burgled.
What?
We're not going anywhere till you've given me an explanation.
What? What are you going to do? Arrest us? Go on then, put your handcuffs on. Just go easy with that truncheon.
Your attitude's really beginning to annoy me. Right then. Either of you going to explain why you were trying to gain access into Marlon's property through the window?
You look gorgeous in uniform.
I'm waiting.
We was just playing a practical joke on our mate Marlon.
Yeah. We were just going to, go upstairs and put cling film over his bog, as you do.
No, I don't. But you do admit that you didn't have Marlon's permission to enter the house.
Oh, no. We don't need permission. I mean, me and Marlon are doing this sort of thing to each other all the time. I mean, a great sense of humour is our Marlon.
Hasn't he just? Oh.
Have you been?
Had to see Rodney.
Shh, Ledbetter's on the radio.
And so, Councillor Ledbetter, what's your opinion of Eric Collard's eco-policies?
Well, he's as interested in ecology as he is in the history of the Peruvian mouth flute. No, the man's a fraud. A con man who should have been banged up years ago.
What?
Selling himself as an ethical politician, I mean, it's a travesty. The man's as bent as a boomerang.
I'm taking notes. This is slanderous.
And as far as credibility goes, well, it's a well-known fact. The man was a crooked auctioneer. Rumour has it more cash went into his back pocket than into the firm that employed him.
The nerve of the
And
man!
now he's mayor. He's giving all these interviews, calling himself an entrepreneur and a local employer. You've only got to look at his business interests. I mean, now he's got rid of his second-hand furniture stall. All he's left with is a raggle-taggle sweatshop. No, he's nothing but a two-bit tat merchant.
We should have seen this coming. Ledbetter plays golf with Drive Time Danny.
He's done a right hard job on Eric, hasn't he?
All lies. I'd like to see him stand up in court and defend his vile allegations.
So would I, love.
Right. Show's over. Back to work.
Legal action is a step too far.
We can't let him slander you with impunity. Damaging allegations like these could lose us the election. Thank God he's got nothing specific on you.
Absolutely. Thank God indeed.
I'll send the girls home. You call Glynis.
Is that absolutely necessary?
This is an emergency, Eric. We are mustering our defences. We need spin and we need it now. Pull yourself together. Get on with it.
Well, look, we've not burgled anything.
Can we confer, officer?
2 minutes maximum.
Ha. A word, please, gentlemen. Come on, go this way.
Did you get hold of Glynis? Oh, get a grip, Eric. We are more than a match for Ledbetter. We fight fire with fire. All we need is a cool head and a strategy.
What use is strategy to the vanquished, eh? It's no good, Gloria. I'm going to have to give up the campaign.
Oh, but you can't. Not now we've come this far. Westminster. Think of Westminster. We are so close to getting a seat in the chamber. I can smell the green leather. We are not giving up. Not now.
I was a fool to think I could pull it off.
Nonsense. Plenty skeletons in Ledbetter's closet. We won't have to do much digging to get one of his conquests to talk to the press. Where is Glynis when we need her?
She's not coming. I didn't call her. Your loyalty is more than I deserve, which makes what I have to say even more difficult. There's something I have to tell you. Glynis and, that is myself and Glynis, that is,
You're having an affair? You and Glynis? You and Glynis?
so very sorry.
Not as sorry as you will be.
Okay, then. Here's the deal. I don't press charges, and you two stop harassing me and Tricia.
No flaming way.
Well, I just hope you like prison food.
Well, if we're arrested, we can kiss goodbye to any more work in this area again.
Sid Mag, the burgling builders. It's got a certain ring to it.
Think about it.
Time's up, lads.
No, I'm not giving up. I want me money.
Your call.
Haven't got much choice, have we?
What's happening, Marlon?
Sense of humour failure, officer. Mackie was just pulling my leg, but I can see the funny side now.
Marlon?
Yeah, what a wheeze, hey, Marlon.
I've got better things to do than chase after village idiots. You're lucky I don't charge both of you. You know, young girls these days, they just don't seem to have any concept of good grooming.
I never had that trouble with my Patricia.
Even trying to get her to look after her skin, it's a nightmare. I keep saying use a moisturiser, otherwise your skin will end up looking like leather, but does she listen?
I tell you what, bring her round to me tomorrow. I'll sort it out. I'll even throw in an age-reducing anti-wrinkle pill for nothing. How's that?
Well, I think Donna's got a good few years to go before wrinkles kick in.
Oh, not for Donna. For you.
The hotel, the other night, they called her Mrs. Pollard. Did you rent the room by the night or by the hour?
I'm not going to provide you with the prurient details.
Well, you're going to have to. How long have you two been rutting behind my back?
I don't think this is helping matters.
How long, Eric?
Since we began the campaign.
And whose bright idea was it, or was it more of a mutual attraction?
Glynis. Glynis, who initiated matters.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? How many times, Eric? How many?
A handful, that's all. I couldn't avoid her. She was rapacious. She made it one of the conditions of her working on the campaign.
And you just let her?
Well, of course I didn't. She forced me into it. I didn't want it to go on. She's been blackmailing me into keeping the relationship going.
Oh, so it's a relationship now?
No. Not a relationship in that sense, no.
So you just used her for sex. This gets better and better.
Well, what do you expect me to do? You knew she was practically a nymphomaniac. You knew she was desperate to get her hands on me. But no, you insisted on throwing us together.
Because, deluded as I am, I thought you'd be capable of saying no.
All right. I made a mistake. Well, several mistakes. But it was you that forced us into it.
How dare you blame your rampant priapism on me?
You're no innocent in this sordid business, Gloria. You encouraged me to seduce Glynis. You practically forced me into her arms on our wedding night.
I did no such thing.
Ah, but you did. You knew what I was doing and with whom. You wanted me to do it so badly, practically turn down the sheets on the bed.
So you're gonna let him get away with it?
We've done a deal. Hey, you did us a massive favour. What are you having?
Vodka and orange, please.
Oh, afternoon, gentlemen. Oh, you've learned to use the door, I see.
Ignore him.
No point even asking. You're barred.
You what?
Reporting my kitchen to the environmental health. That's why.
Never. One steak, extra mushrooms, one chicken and pie. Only 2 people ordered that last night. Hello.
So I'm not going to inflict my toxic foodstuffs on you any longer. Please leave the premises.
Look, I'm sorry, Diane. You know, it wasn't you we were trying to have a go at.
And that's supposed to make it all right. It could have ruined my trade if that had got about. Get out and don't come back.
So there's no chance of a pint then?
Are you too deaf or just plain stupid? Sling your hook.
Oh, should I call the police? Again.
Oh, for God's sake, woman, stop pretending you didn't know. I slept with Glynis on our wedding night with your blessing. Admit that much at least.
And you've no idea how I've paid for that, have you, afterwards? Every time I saw you together, watched how she flirted with you and touched you, got close to you, all I could think of was what you'd done together that night, and I hated her for it. I hated her so much I wanted to claw her eyes out of their sockets, and you know the one thing that stopped me? I put the whole sordid little episode down to a necessary evil, a one-off. I convinced myself it was a sacrifice we had to make to get that overdressed man-eater on board. This is politics, for God's sake. I wouldn't be the first woman to turn a blind eye. I should have left you then, walked away from this sham of a marriage. I mean, if you couldn't keep it in your trousers on our wedding night, what chance did we stand? But I didn't, did I? I carried on working myself into the ground for you, and all the time you were fornicating behind my back.
I promise you that wasn't the case.
Why should I believe you? Why should I believe anything you've ever said to me?
I did it for us. A seat in Parliament, our new life in London.
Generous to the last day, Eric.
I may have had a physical encounter with Glynis, but mentally I never betrayed you, not once.
You make me sick. Get out of my sight, you grubby, treacherous, lying excuse for a man.
Gloria, please.
He's running for a pasting. He's really asking for it.
Yeah, I think he's so flaming clever. I'd like to ram that cheesy grin down the back of his throat.
Yeah, well, don't worry, because there's more than one way to skin that cat.
Whatever you two are up to, pack it in. Wasting police time isn't big and it isn't clever.
Yeah, we're sorry about Marlon's earlier. We didn't mean to cause
I've had
that.
enough lame excuses off you two today, thanks.
Yeah, but you're off duty now.
Maybe.
Look, this morning, that was work, yeah? Me and you tonight? Now that's pleasure. So stop glaring at me and let me buy you a drink. Couple of drinks?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, that'll be easy because we're barred.
You upset Diane again?
Well, he has.
Right, best be off. I've got plans.
Yeah. Quite a night in front of the telly with Alan and Rodney. Don't go too mad, will you? It's you and me. Driving him mad. How about discussing it now round at mine?
How about discussing it tonight over a pint?
I can't. I'm barred, remember?
Then you'll just have to take me into home, won't you? Pick me up about 8.
Leave me alone.
I love you, Gloria.
That's what you call love, is it? Having an affair with another woman behind my back. Humiliating me. Making a mockery of our marriage vows.
I've never regretted anything so sincerely in my life.
Sincerity is uncharted water to you, Eric.
Please hear me out. I know I don't deserve you. I know I've behaved very badly, but we can work it out.
No wonder you're permanently exhausted. Must take it out of you trying to satisfy 2 women at the same time. Oh, sorry. Make that 1. You've been sadly lacking in that department in my bed recently.
I would have done anything not to have hurt you.
Anything but control yourself in the first place. You disgust me. I don't know what I ever saw in you. You are a weak, venal, manipulative little... For heaven's sake. What's the point?
What are you doing?
Getting as far away from you as is physically possible.
You're going?
Correct. I'm going.
But you can't.
From this moment, I can do whatever I like with whomever I choose. Understood?
Please, Laura, don't...
For the record, who was better between the sheets, her or me? You are pathetic. Do you know that? If you're stuck for company, why don't you give Glynis a ring? You can tell her from me. You're all hers.